Hi everyone, welcome if this is your first time here. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel. And if this is a return trip for you, welcome back. I had a community member ask if I've ever planned in a Steno notebook. The answer to that is no, I never have. So I ordered this one from Walmart. It's a pen and gear. You guys know how I feel about pen and gear products. I absolutely love them. I think they're a really great bargain for what you get. And I've got my pen and gear pen as well. I have never loved a 44-cent pen so much ever in my entire life, but I love this one. So starting off with the Steno Notepad, I did do a pen test in the back. Oh, I should tell you, this has a cardboard back, but it has the PVC, like thick plastic for the front cover. I don't think I'm going to cover this. I think that looks great. I may eventually put some fun stickers on it, but for now, we're just doing let's see what kind of layouts we can do in a Steno Notepad. So I tested all of these pens, the pen and gear, and it is a gel pen, the Energel, which is a gel pen. Oh no, this was the pen and gear, I'm sorry, ballpoint, 1.0 ballpoint pen. If you've never tried those, they're actually quite smooth for a ballpoint. I didn't mind it at all. Energel 0.7, pen and gear 0.7 gel, the Jetstream 0.5, and then I did mild liner, I did the olive, Uniball 1.5, a Pilot G207, a Pentel sign pen, which I was pretty confident was going to bleed through, the Kaweco Fine, the Kakuna Fine, Tombow 772, and then the pen and gear that are very similar to the mild liners. Guess what? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Look at that. No bleed through. A little tiny bit of ghosting, but this is less ghosting than I see in the pen and gear composition notebooks and less ghosting than I see in most of my spiral notebooks. So I was pretty mad impressed with the amount of ink I was able to put on the page, and it did perfectly fine. So flip it back over. I want to make sure we are in screen. Perfect. I'm really struggling with camera angles. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. So the first layout I did in pencil because I wanted to see kind of where I was. There are 24 lines in this Steno Notepad. So my first layout I did was an hourly, and it's a 24-hour. Starts at 4 a.m. when I get up, well, ish, and then goes all the way to 3 a.m. down here. Now, as you can tell, I've got bedtime marked. And that's really what I did with this side. I used it very similar to how I would use either the Erin Condren hourly, the Hobonichi weeks with the hours, any hourly layout that's vertical, not horizontal. Then on this side, I put the weather, and then I did my checklist of what I wanted to do. And then I grabbed a couple of stickers just to add a little oomph, a little bit of oomph. And I really, really like how it turned out. Got dinner, what we had, and then my water intake. Obviously, I didn't go back and fill it in. I wasn't actually living in the planner. I just wanted to try some layouts to see if it was feasible. And then when I flipped it over for Tuesday, I had a couple of options. I could either plan again this way, or as you lay it down flat, you can see, I know it's not the best view. So it goes Tuesday and you read it like this, or if you wanted to flip it back on itself, the spiral's at the bottom. So I did 2 strips of washi paper from a planner cake kit that I've had forever. I used a sticker from Planner Kate and then another sticker from, I think, Helen at Coffee Monsters Co. Drew in a paint can, used some random Coffee Monsters Co. and Planner Kate stickers. These are, who are these? These are Cindy's Lettering. I can't remember who made these stickers. I don't even know if they still make these stickers. And then the ice creams came from one of my Happy Planner sticker books. So this one's pretty decorative, but I do have in here kind of like I want to get up and have coffee and water the garden, do my planning time. We're watching Clarkson's Farm season 4. Need to pay the power bill. It's going to be a partly sunny day. Paint the deck and tack house the barn red. Wes did get the paint yesterday. I will tell you, we have 2 levels on our deck, but it's just 1 step down, and I'm always so worried that somebody is going to trip, either coming up or, you know, going back down. So the top part of it is painted this beautiful barnwood red color, and then the bottom is stained a dark walnut. It looks so pretty. I'll see if I think about it, I'll post on community a picture. Shredded beef sliders and homemade french fries for dinner. And then I've got my notes for the Steno Notebook, laundry, all of the cleaning, and then that takes care of Tuesday. And then we flip it over this way. This layout I did 2. So I split it right down the middle where the page is already split. And I did Wednesday and Thursday, and I just went down and put everything I needed to do. I've got my top 3, any errands I need to do. I've got an appointment on Thursday. I've got meeting, and of course, pay the power bill, which was on yesterday, so I'm not sure why I put it again here. Maybe I was just filling up space. I don't know. And then chores and dinner down below. So I would say if you don't have a lot of things going on, this could be a really good layout. If you are super busy, I would recommend this layout where you have your hours on one side and then a whole side to do a checklist as well. If you are looking for more of a decorative, this was a fun layout to do. And again, going back to the whole idea of frugal planning has to be not decorated. I don't believe that. If you have been planning for a while and you have supplies that you've purchased, not using them would be not being frugal. So if you have supplies and you put them in your planner and you're using them, I think that's a frugal way to use those rather than letting them go to waste or your markers to dry out. So yes, most of the time I do pen and paper, but I am also one of those people. I think I've been planning for about 3 decades. I have so many things that I need to use, and it wouldn't be frugal of me to let it all go to waste. So that is my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. I know, right? I think I just say it out loud to talk myself into it, to be honest with you. Let me know down below what you think of the layouts. And if there was one that you were like, okay, I definitely want to use that. The other thing I'm thinking, because when this is spread out across my desk like this, it makes me think of the Laurel Denise planners where they have, is it Laurel or Lauren? Laurel? Those planners that have like the calendar view here, and then the pages are cut so that you can always see your calendar, and then you have the month and then like something on this side. I don't remember what is on that side, but I think you could definitely customize this. And I think that's what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a calendar and then have either, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But that's my idea, because as I folded this open, or I pulled this open, I thought, gosh, that would be really nice to have this on your desk open like this. And then you've got the spiral in the middle. You could easily do a Dutch door and add a bunch of things in here. Or if you didn't want to do a Dutch door because you don't want your notebook to have that thickness and then the drop off like a cliff, you could fold the pages like this and use it that way. Maybe that's what I'll do, because it is so early in the notebook. If I did cut off 30 pages, then we would have this cliff and then the fall off when we were going to like write. So all right, well, I just gave myself some more ideas. If you have ideas for me, please put them down below. I am always looking forward to seeing the challenges that you have for me for filming and layouts that you want to see. And yeah, I will meet you down there. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you, and I'm so glad that you are here. You're amazing. I'll see you down in the comments. Bye.